If a man loves you, he will literally move mountains to be with you.
You know what? She's right. She's absolutely right. I want to move the mountain. Let me give you an illustration to prove my point. Say I'm in the backyard. I'm moving that mountain. I'm sweaty. I'm dirty. I'm bloody. I'm moving it. I look over. You're polishing your nails. I'm not mad. I'm disappointed in the relationship. But say I'm doing my thing and I look up and you're standing there in cut-off shorts and a tank top and you're holding an ice cold beer, some iced tea. I stand up, you hand me my drink, you pull me in close, and despite what I look like and feel like, you kiss me long and deep, I'm gonna look for the next mountain. But it gets better than that. If I look to my side and you're down on your hands and your knees and you're bloody and you're sweaty and you're dirty and you're hustling with me to move that mountain, that is sexy. That is worth moving mountains with. That makes us a power couple. That makes us unstoppable. Everyone deserves that.
Mountains to be with you. He will do whatever it takes.
Oh, doll, I don't think you're going to like what I have to say very much. But you know, us mamas, we like to shoot straight. Because that image that you're conjuring up in your head, this one of him pursuing you and moving mountains, yeah, we do want someone who's going to make an effort, that's for sure. However, when we start talking about moving mountains and doing whatever it takes to pursue you, I kind of start getting this image in my head of like Robin Hood or Prince Charming. I mean, like crashing through the forest and fighting the bad guys. And I just want to make sure we're leaving space for a real guy to show up. And another thing, if you want them to pursue you, you actually have to hold still long enough that they can catch up with you. Because eventually they'll stop trying. And let me let you in on another little secret. That hot guy, that 6'3" hot guy that you're waiting to pursue you, that's most likely not going to happen. If you want to pursue him, you're going to have to hop on your own damn horse and go after him. Because he's used to being pursued too. I'm going to encourage you to rethink the characteristics you want in someone. Yeah, we want to be attracted to him, but we want the whole picture.
What happened to the good guys? What happened to the godly men? What happened to the men?
I could ask you the same question. Where's the women that will pray for their husbands? Where's the women that will seek God daily? Where's the women at that will be submissive unto their husband? The ones that don't rule the nest. Where are they at? Where's the Proverbs 31 woman? Where are they at? It could go back and forth all day long. But until you know your role as a woman and as a man, you'll never get it right. So you say, where's the godly men? We're on our knees and we're in the Word, and we're not going to look up until God says that's the one.
Men that would pick up girls to go on dates, pick them up from their house.
So unfortunately, it no longer works that way. The rest of the good men, or the ones that are still chivalrous, we asked and we failed. And we asked and we failed. We got turned down. We tried to pick you up from your house. We tried to take you on a formal date. So when we try and we try and we try and fail because of someone else, we didn't fail because of our effort. We failed because someone else didn't want it. What's the point, right? My point is, females need to be taught to not take advantage, abuse the guys that are willing to do that. The traditional, old school, however you want to put it.
What happened to the good guy?
They are in the friend zone. That's where they're at. In the friend zone. So look there.
And I am so glad that men are no longer simping like they used to back in the day, and they are finally waking up and holding these females, mostly modern women, accountable. Okay, they're actually holding them accountable, dare I say that. Oh my gosh, can't hold me accountable, I'm blameless, not my fault, it's all men's fault. No, thanks to content like this, if you don't mind me pat myself on the back for a bit, and others like me, not just me, obviously, right? More and more guys are finally coming around, and they are waking up to the fact that they don't need to put up with this, and that they need to start holding these women responsible for the decisions that they're making in life, and just the absolute hypocrisy and levels, delusional levels of entitlement that so many modern women have these days. Like, oh, where have all the good guys gone? Where are they? Oh, They were everywhere before. And it's like, you ever look in the mirror, ask yourself, right? And as I've always told you guys, many of these girls who complain about the good guys no longer being around are all pretty attractive, right? They're all fairly good-looking girls. Even the ones that I feature tonight, right? They're not dime pieces or anything like that, but they're definitely not ugly. They're definitely, not somebody that you would probably kick out of bed, right? I mean, they're generally like, if you saw them walking along the strip and they're like, hey, and start flirting with you, you'd probably do it. You're like, whoa, hey, this girl's cute, So I love how these girls have always played victim their entire lives and always tried to act as if, there's this invisible boogeyman holding them back from finding a good man and a real relationship and happiness out there. And it's like, no, the only boogeyman that's holding you back and oppressing you from doing that is you, right? You're the only one. You are the one who is choosing voluntarily to go out there and pass up all these nice guys, because again, most of these girls are not bad looking, right? Most of these girls are very cute, dare I say, right? Very cute girls, not bad looking. And you can tell when they were younger, they were even cuter, even hotter. And they had their pick of the litter out there, right? They had their pick of the litter. But for them, just their insane level of requirements have held them back. And they've stepped over nice guys to be with guys who were not nice because they fit the physical requirements, right? It's like 6'3", 225, ex-NCAA college quarterback, right? He fits all of these prerequisites that she has in her mind. And you know what? Before this type of, dare I say, red pill knowledge was out there, a lot of these guys were asleep, right? You were asleep. I was asleep. We didn't know. We were just like, kind of like a blind man out there with a cane. Just didn't know. We didn't have this information. So what did we do? We simped, right? We simped. Everybody's guilty of it. I am guilty of it. You're guilty of it. We're all guilty of it. We all simped at some point because we didn't have this type of information out there. So when these girls would be like, I just can't find a good guy, and you're the guy in her friend zone, right, who's been just like salivating over her for years, just being there for her, doing things for her, putting in all sorts of effort to make her happy, and hopefully she'll see that you're a good guy. You are that guy, when she'd cry to you, like, there's just no good guys out there. I mean, back in the day, instead of holding her accountable, you'd be like hugging her and be like, getting your little hug in, right? Like, this is what it would be like to be her boyfriend. You'd be like, it's okay, sweetheart. It's okay. It's okay. You deserve, don't settle. You deserve the best. And, meanwhile, you're like, what about me? What about me? Well, thanks to all of this content that is out there and more men finding it, they're finally waking up and they're finally saying, you know what? No more. Honey, if you're single, and you're definitely, if you're already over the age of 30, you know whose fault that is? It's yours. Okay? It's not the fact that you couldn't find a nice guy out there. It's yours. It's the fact that you didn't want a nice guy. Okay? You wanted a guy who did the exact opposite of all these qualities that you tried to brainwash me into believing you wanted. And I'm the sucker who bought into it, and I stayed in your friend zone for many, many years, and now I'm tired of it, and I'm holding you accountable. Okay? And I'm saying no more. Right? You want to cry about some Chad? Don't lean on my shoulder. Go out there and find some other sucker that you could cry on, sucker's shoulder that you can cry on. So men are finally waking up. And, really ironically, that is how these women are going to find you attractive, is when you do hold them accountable, when you do show them that you have boundaries, right? That you are not going to be this, weak dude that she can continue to just step on while she goes and, bangs, the hot bad boys. You're really, when you hold her accountable, you're showing her that you have a backbone, that you value yourself, that you have some dignity left that she wasn't able to take from you, that you have some self-respect. Okay, and that's what I love seeing from these guys who were likely former simps. Right? Again, I'm not excluding myself. Right? We all were. What kind of pains me not to get off topic, but what kind of pains me is when I see guys out there still simping to women with all of this knowledge and information that is so easily accessible, and they're still out there simping and doing the same things that never led a single guy in history to success, to getting what he wanted from the woman, which is, usually a romantic relationship, right? It's like, why are you continuing to repeat this mistake that we've already solved, right? It's like you're still trying to, decode this puzzle that's already been solved. Why? It just blows me away when I see these guys on like these social media platforms still simping to women, thinking that they can get her this way by basically conning her, because that's what simps are. Simps are cons, right? They're con men, and they'll never admit that. They'll always think like, "Oh, I'm on the right side of history. I'm trying to champion women's rights." It's like, no, dude, you're just a con artist, right? And any dude with half a brain can see right through your BS. And you know what? 99% of women out there can see through it too, but they're never going to tell you that because they're just going to use you, right? It's kind of like telling a slave that he's a slave that doesn't realize he's a slave. It's like, why tell him? Right? So that's basically what you are to these chicks. You're their slave, man. You're doing all their like dirty work and their heavy lifting for them, and you're getting nothing in return. At least slaves got paid, right? Like some slaves got paid. You're not getting anything out of this at all. Dude, you're just, she's just using you. So I am glad for the fact that more and more guys are waking up, thank God, because things are not going to change until more men out there start holding these quote-unquote modern women accountable for their poor decisions they made in life, especially their poor dating decisions. Stop blaming men for this, right? Enough of that. Again, like society does so much coddling of women, it's just ludicrous, right? They do so much enabling, right? So much enabling that it's just unbelievable, right? It's unbelievable how, like, the levels of narcissism that so many modern women have reached these days, where they're so entitled, they're so void of any blame whatsoever. They're so just, they're just like so like insanely entitled that it's like, wow, man, you can't even like have a conversation with them without like the least thing that they deem as critical, which may not even be critical or criticizing. They just fly off the handle, and that's what narcissists do, right? You give them the slightest bit of criticism, they will just lash out at you and fly off the handle. No different than a spoiled child. But that's what we've created out there, thanks to the narrative and the culture that we have going on right now. But it's good to see more men waking up, because that's where it starts. And I've always said the men that are destroying the world right now, or the people destroying the world, really are the simps, right? They're responsible for all the destruction, all the chaos, and all the divisiveness that is going on out there. Because women cannot make a move without men, right? They just can't, right? We're the stronger sex. I mean, that's just the way it is, right? I'm not trying to be, I'm not saying that because it's sexist. I'm saying that because that's true. If all men stood together one day and like told women, no more of this, they really can't do anything, right? But when you have simps out there doing their bidding, and really aiding them in their, bottom line narrative to really destroy families and, break up family. That's really what this is about at the end of the day, by the way. It's to break up families, remove the father from the home, replace him with the government, destroy what they call the patriarchy, which is basically everything you see right now. See all this out here in this window right now? Patriarchy. Patriarchy built all this. This phone I'm broadcasting from, patriarchy. This window, keeping me safe, patriarchy. But they want to destroy that. And, they can't do that by just bonding with other women, right? They can't. They need simps to do their bidding. So I've always said simps are really who is responsible for destroying the world. Simps in government. You have like a lot of these political simps who are, in high levels of government, or even corporate America, who are making a lot of these decisions. Mainstream media, a lot of simps in there who are like just basically funding and pushing this narrative to destroy men. you know, and it's again, women can't do that on their own. They need simps to do that, because real men will not help them, right? Real men just won't. But as always, guys, drop your comments below. Let me know what you think of tonight's coaching video. Let me know what if there's anything I might have missed that you want to add. Anything about their rants that you would like to say below. Any experiences you might have had simping that you want to share below. Go ahead and share them in the comments below. Always happy to see you guys in my comments. Always happy to read them. Always very entertaining and humorous at times. So drop those comments below. Until next time, this is M from the 33 Secrets, signing out here from top of Vegas. Got an excellent view as always, and always love to share it with you guys. So don't forget to smash that like button below. Go ahead and smash it right now. Also hit that notification bell right next to it so that you're notified whenever I release a brand new coaching video here on the YouTube. More importantly, guys, please make sure you subscribe to my channel. It helps me out a ton when you actually subscribe to my channel, so please make sure you subscribe as well. And for all of you guys who want to support my work and all of this red pill, gold pill, and platinum pill content that I am teaching you even further, the best way to do that is by jumping into my monthly online coaching program, 7 months to mastery, where I'm teaching guys just like you, yes, you, talking to you, how to go out there and approach and close the youngest, hottest, most beautiful looking women on the planet. I'm talking about 8s, 9s, and 10s, the same exact type of women that I am teaching all of my students out there, all around the world now, to go out there and approach and close every single week. And believe me when I tell you, we are making it happen every single week, no matter what type of divisiveness is going on out in the world, what type of irony is going on out there, or who's in the White House. It doesn't matter, right? We are continuing to live our lives to and at the highest level. Okay, and I want you to become one of us. I want you to join us, and it's real easy to get signed up. All you need to do is click that link below in my description box. It will take you over to my website where you can get signed up right now. It just takes 2 seconds, so do that now, and I will see you in my next coaching video. I'm out from Vegas, here for the month, as always. Just kind of escaping LA for a bit and doing a few private boot camps while I'm out here. And actually went out last night, so I'm losing my voice a bit. But here, up and shooting content for you. And got an excellent view, as you can see. There goes the Bellagio behind me. They had the fountains on earlier. Cosmo Hotel, where I used to stay previously. Haven't stayed there in a while. And of course, the Eiffel Tower. No need to go to Paris. Got the Eiffel Tower right there. And Planet Hollywood behind me, and the Las Vegas Strip, as well as the Miracle Mall, Aria, Luxor in the distance, Mandalay Bay. It's a great, fun place to be. And if you've never been to Vegas, you should check it out. So until next time.